All right, yesterday I shared this little meme, and it's basically the actor Lawrence Fishburne as he plays in this role. And I forget the name of him in the movie, anyways, from The Matrix, and he's talking about what if I told you, and the meme is what if I told you you don't need vegetables to be healthy. And of course, a lot of people lose their mind over this, and you think about why is that, and it's not so much that vegetables are healthy or unhealthy, but the concept is it goes counter to what we've been taught. And where does that information come from? We think it comes from scientific studies, and in some ways it does. And so when it could be your mother, people just telling you things you've heard over time. You eat your vegetables, it's good for you, so on and so forth. But the belief that vegetables are inherently good and they're the most healthy thing we can eat is based upon what we believe the science tends to show us. And if you call into doubt that belief, that theory, then you call into question the science itself, right? And it's not that necessarily the scientific method is broken. You observe something, you make a hypothesis, you test the hypothesis, and then you reformulate your theory, And when it comes to nutrition, there really aren't any nutritional laws. There's no law of gravity. There's no law of thermodynamics when it comes to nutrition. I mean, the closest thing to a law would be if you don't eat or drink for long enough, you die. But beyond that, it's all kind of sort of theories and hypotheses, and guidelines are based upon these hypotheses. And the hypotheses and then guidelines turn into policy, and then on and on and on. And so when you start questioning that process and you say, well, yeah, there's some corruption in that process. Yeah, that's a given. We know that. Yeah, there's been some conflict of interest there. That clearly has occurred. But then when you start saying, well, what questions are they actually asking? And how are they actually testing it? And are they actually asking the questions that are relevant to my particular situation? And then you start finding that there's a lot of holes in here. Like, if you look at why do we think fruits and vegetables are healthy? Well, we've got some epidemiological associative data. We've got a few short-term RCTs where we look at some biomarker data, but it's pretty underwhelming when you really look at it. When you look at the actual, true scientific things like RCTs, and you say, well, the difference is minuscule. There's not very many of them, and it's kind of minuscule. So we rely on these observational studies, which by everyone's account understands that this is poor science. It's not strong science. And so when you start questioning those things, again, people take it as an affront to their religious belief. It's almost analogous to that. Oh my God, how dare you question long-held, long-trusted science? And then you say, well, that science not very good. Anyway, so what I'm saying by this meme is you don't need fruits or vegetables to be healthy. And you don't. I don't think you do. I think there are plenty of ways to be healthy. I don't think this is a prerequisite. I don't think this is an absolute deal breaker that you must eat fruits and vegetables to be healthy. You can eat a meat-based diet without that stuff, and you can do pretty damn good. I can tell you I'm living proof of that. And as not thousands, not tens of thousands, not even hundreds of thousands, now into the millions of people start to test this out. Either they're all lying, all of them, all thousands upon thousands upon thousands of people are all liars, or they're all these genetic freaks, or perhaps the science isn't quite what we think it is. And I think that's more likely to be the case. Anyway, let me know what you guys think. Do you need fruits and vegetables to be healthy? Do you think that's a universal truth? Is that a law? Should that be a law of nutrition? Or should we sort of say, let's figure this stuff out better? All right, guys, we'll talk to you soon.